types of players and guys with different skills, and we'll have to adjust to them.
I ask you about Jonathan Jones, who we've seen play in multiple spots for you, safety, inside, outside. How much has his versatility allowed you to be multiple on defense?
Well, we do a lot of in secondary anyway. Just guys line up in different spots. Sometimes if we match receivers, depending on where their receivers match up, or our disguises and things like that. So, John's a smart player. He's really played every position in the secondary, like a number of our guys have. So, good experience for him to work in different spots, and so we'll see how that. I'm sure eventually we'll use him, and we'll do that with some other guys too, and somewhere along the line that'll probably be beneficial for us.
You mentioned you're hoping to get a few guys back, a few of the offensive linemen that have been out, like Justin and Isaiah, are those among them?
Yeah, we've had a couple guys that have they're working their way back. We'll see where they are today.
So when you have joint practice on the road versus at home, how good of an opportunity is it for these guys to bond maybe even more over the course of this week?
It's a much better opportunity. Nowhere to go. We're in one spot, and they enjoy hanging out with each other and doing things together, and football or non-football. So it's a good opportunity, and it prepares us for the games we're going to have on the road this year. So whether it's the whole travel routine, the operations and support staff, just getting things that you need on the road, whether that's food, treatment, whatever. So just trying to pass the time, constructively, or again, depending on what they're doing, but whether it's a training room or treatment or ice, massage, so forth. There's a number of things that we can take advantage of here with the time that we have, and so I'm sure the guys are doing that.
How big a leap has Anthony Jennings taken this summer?
Well, the big thing for Anthony is he's out there. Last year he really wasn't out there much at all, and his rookie year was okay, and then the last 2 years really he's been limited. So the fact that he's been out there every day gives him an opportunity to improve, do things, correct them, improve on them, get them better the next day, and so he's been able to stack those days together, and that's made a huge difference for him. So I don't think he's changed that dramatically physically. I mean, he's improved like everybody has, but it's really just been an opportunity to play and get consistent, and so it's been great to have him out there.
This kind of relates to the team bonding experience. And Anthony was saying a couple weeks ago that last year he had a chance to hang out with a couple of the other injured players. They rehabbed together, but then they would watch games together. Him, Raekwon, Cam. When he came in as a rookie, there wasn't an opportunity to have that experience outside the facility because of COVID. Is it a big difference for that class now to have this year behind go through COVID where everything was Zoom, limited contact, then have the kind of opportunities they had last year to be influenced by veterans outside of team meetings and so forth?
Yeah, that's definitely different, and probably for each guy the experience is a little bit different, but there's benefits like that you don't really think of on a big picture, but for an individual it could be significant. So the fact that he referenced it, I'm sure it was meaningful to him and important.
Regarding the joint practices from one week to the next, the familiarity that so many people on that side, coaches, players, have with a Patriots practice and what the expectations are, does that lend to more communication, better idea of what to expect to make this maximize the time out here?
Yeah, I mean, look, the coaching staffs are several coaches here, including people like Pat and of course the ones that were at New England last year. But I think it's just finding the right tempo, and it's easier said than done, and then things sometimes get a little above or below that, and so just have to adjust it. But again, other than a couple of plays last week, it really wasn't a problem. But there were a couple of plays, and that was we all have to do a better job with those. So hopefully that won't come up this week. We're not expecting it. I'm not looking for it. But we're here to play football. We're here to get better. We're here to improve. I know that's what the Raiders want to do. So hopefully that's what 100% of it'll be, and not 98%.
There was a report that Tyquan Thornton is expected to miss 8 weeks. Just what's the latest on his status?
Yeah, no, we'll see.
Do you believe in the dry heat is better than the humidity and the hotness that way?
It's like nothing we can do about it. This is what it is. We're not going anywhere. We're here, so we'll embrace it.
Regarding the heat, and you've been asked a lot through the years about the contrast between training camps years ago when you got into the league and today, the number of practices, the two-a-days and so forth. The conditions today, I mean, in what you had in this training camp, does that at least in some ways resemble, kind of the taxing nature that past training camps were in compared to the modern era?
Yeah.
It's a stretch, I know. It's a stretch, I know.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to offend our current players, and I don't want to offend players from the 70s and 80s. So I'll just pass on that one, Bob.
When you look around facilities like this, and then you kind of look back to what.
Man, this is magnificent. Been a lot of good facilities. There have been some amazing college facilities, but I don't put this up there against any of them. I mean, forget about the amenities. It's just the fields, the weight room, the offices, the indoor facility, the proximity, the ease of everything. Yeah, this is as good as any I've seen. Better than any I've seen. Not as good. It's better than anything I've seen. So it's outstanding. It's great for us to be able to work here. It's ideal working conditions. So we'll walk right in off the field, lift, get refueled and hydrate, and all their they've got stations right there in the weight room. So it's set up good. We're only a mile away, whatever it is. So it's an easy transition from getting dressed, getting taped, getting ready to go, come over here, get off the bus, get ready to practice. So it's great.
You see the Raiders logo, does it still, kind of make you think of the history and all the...
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When you walk in the building, you see the 3 Super Bowl trophies, the just win baby signs, and a lot of Al Davis hallmarks. And I mean, it should be. This franchise is a great tradition, and no different than some of the other teams. Like the Colts that moved from Baltimore or whatever, and they established their tradition in Indianapolis, and these guys are doing it here. So, but yeah, you certainly think about it's still silver and black.
You come into this facility, and Al Davis' quote is there to greet you. His imprint obviously is still very much on the Raiders organization with Mark running it. Do you have some reflections on Al that come to mind? You walk around this place.
A lot of them, yeah. But I spent a day with him when I interviewed in Oakland in what was it, 98, after the 98 season. And spent a lot of time with Mr. Davis, and we've had a good relationship through the years. Did some deals, the Burgess deal, the Moss deal, and those weren't like 5-minute conversations. They were multiple weeks, maybe even months. But yeah, ton of respect for Mr. Davis, everything he's meant to the National Football League and NAFL. He's one of the early founders, and what he's done for professional football, he's done for to bring equality and opportunity to so many, and his championship level of performance and the standard that he set for himself and his teams and the organization are historical, and it's tremendous. Tremendous man, and it was a huge influence on professional football. I'm sure the game would be a lot different if it wasn't for him. Different today than if it wasn't for him. So, I think we're all indebted for what he's done to help this game, and certainly as a coach and as a professional in the game. And he's to me, he's one of the Mount Rushmore guys.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.